Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's webinar, How to Automate All Your Reporting and Analytics Workflow, a demo using Power Platform. Welcome, I'm Adewumi Olabisi. I'm your host for today, and I'm the content writer at the Brown Consulting. Welcome, everyone. I'm speaking from Lagos, Nigeria. I'd like to know where my attendees. Good afternoon, Catherine. It's nice to have you here. I'd like to know where you're viewing this webinar from. So please just type your location. I'm currently hosting this webinar from Lagos, Nigeria. Good afternoon, Joseph. Welcome. Welcome to this webinar. Moruf from Lagos, Nigeria. Good afternoon. Welcome, Catherine from Lagos. Thank you, Wasil from Kaduna. Hi, Stephen from Lagos. Hi, Victor from Lagos. It's so nice to have all of you here. Hi, Vivian from Lagos. Anthony from Nigeria. Welcome. Enuma from Abuja. Thank you for joining this webinar. Lajoko Suyovo. Thank you. You're viewing this webinar from Lagos. Hello, Bola from Lagos. Nice to have you here. Sadiq from Kano, Nigeria. It's so nice to have you in the webinar. Thank you for joining. Sulaiman from Lagos. Hello, Amidat. Welcome, everybody to this webinar. All right. Thank you, Timmy from Port Harcourt. Thank you. And Sophie from Lagos. Tishiamo Monomi, I hope I got that correct, from Botswana. It's great to have you here. Eleojo Abalaka from Abuja, Nigeria. It's great to have you here. I, Ola from Reading UK. Good afternoon, John. Welcome everybody to this live webinar. I hope you guys are ready to be impacted and gain value from this webinar. Thank you so much for letting me know where you are viewing this webinar from. Thank you. Okay, so I'm just going to go into the agenda for today. And we're going to have an introduction, and then we're going to move on survey to get to know you.
Okay, hello everyone. Please confirm if you can hear me. Just say hi in chat if you can hear me. I think Adewumi is having some network issues. She's going to join us back very soon. If you can hear me, just say hi in chat. Okay, so Miraf can hear me, Kines can hear me. All right, so welcome everyone. Adewumi is back now. Adewumi, can you hear us now? Okay, so Adewumi, you are back, right?
Yes, I'm back.
Please,
I had a bit of yes, I apologize for that. So as I was saying, we're going to have a game session before we close out. That games, we're going to be giving out up to $800 worth of prizes. So I would implore you to stay to the end of the game. Welcome everybody that is just joining. You're welcome. And then we're going to close out. So I'm just going to quickly move to speaking a bit about the Brown. So who is the Brown Consulting, who are we? The Brown Consulting has spent over 15 years developing its unique methodology that simplifies the process of building, reporting, and analytics solution. We help organizations achieve more with their data in real time and train teams to stay agile. We believe the best people to build data-driven solutions are the users themselves. So how do we do this? We do this with training where you can learn the skills you need to enhance your productivity when working with data. We also do this via consulting where we build analytics system, financial models, and automate business processes to enhance our clients' productivity and profitability. So we work closely with, the end users and transfer our methods as part of our solution. With our approach, we bridge the gap between IT and business, helping you achieve more with your data. We also have a learning management system that we call the Office Training Hub, and this is self-directed. You can come onto this platform and you can, choose courses, various value-packed courses for you to upskill. Now I'm going to be introducing my presenter for today, Adewale Yusuf. Adewale Yusuf is an experienced BI consultant with over 5 years of experience in providing business intelligence solutions to clients across the world. He has detailed knowledge in data warehousing, data mapping, data analytics and visualizations, process validation, and business needs analysis. He has a proven track record of understanding customer requirements and translating them into actionable project plan. He's also dedicated and hardworking with a big passion for data. As a result of his self-driven nature, he communicates well with both technical professionals and end users to identify and translate business requirements, builds and lead teams of talented professionals to develop valuable process solutions and meet business objectives. He's skilled in Microsoft Excel, Power BI, SQL, Azure Synapses Analytics, Power Query, data modeling, DAX, Power Apps, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, Office 365, customer service, real estate appraisal, and graphic design. He also has very strong training delivery skills. He's also a Microsoft certified corporate trainer and international speaker with a deep understanding of various adult learning methodologies, instructional designs, and he trains tailored courses in Power Apps, Power BI, Azure Synapses Analytics, Power Automate, Power Virtual Agent, Microsoft Excel, Azure, and Microsoft 365. Please kindly help me welcome Adewale Yusuf, Microsoft's most valuable professional. Welcome, Adewale.
Hello, Wumi. Thank you for that beautiful introduction. I'm so glad to be here. I'm flattered with the introduction. Nice to
You're
be here.
welcome.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Adewale. It's so nice to
Oh, I think
have
we
you
also have a
here.
guest here, David. I think I can see his face. Just ran off. Okay.
Yes, I can see his face. Hello, David.
Hello.
Nice to have you here, David.
Thank you for joining in, David. Okay, welcome, Adewale. It's so nice to have you on this webinar. We look forward to the value that you're going to give us in this webinar. So quickly, we're going to move into the fire chat sessions. Now, I have some questions that I believe would be of value to the participants when you answer this question, and it's going to give us a taste of what is to come in the actual demo. And my first question for you, Adewale, is why do you think ERP has an analytic component?
Okay. Thank you so much for that question with me. So a lot of our organization has actually, or let me say, a couple of my friends have asked me these questions that they have an ERP system which has an analytic component. Why do you need an analytic system when your ERP already has an analytic component? So what I usually tell people is that you cannot combine your operational system with your analytic system. So for us, we've been able to, over the years, we've worked with a lot of clients, and we find that there are two systems that every organizations run, right? They run the operational system and the analytics system. Operational system is how you operate your business, how you execute your business, and how you carry out your business activities. While your analytics system is the system that stands alone, that evaluate your business processes. So that your analytics system evaluate your business. So if you are looking at having a analytic component in your ERP, the report you are going to have in your ERP is not going to be more comprehensive than having your analytics separately. Imagine with me, let's say somebody walk into your organizations today and they ask you, how well do you sell when it rains? Do you sell well when it rains or you sell less? To answer that
Mm.
question, it may be kind of tough for you. But if you have an analytics system, it is easy for you to say, okay, let me get some weather data somewhere. Let me connect my analytics system to that weather data so I can be able to get more information on my data. So the analytical component you have on your ERP can only give you, let's say, some basic summary. It should not be enough to give you some critical analysis and some good analytics that can make you make a well-informed decision. So for me, I will advise that you have your analytic system separately from your ERP. That way, you'll be able to have a wide and a very good analytics and insight.
Okay, thank you very much, Adewale, for that for answering that question. Now we're gonna have a 15 minutes Q&A session towards the end of this webinar. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask Adewale, kindly drop them in the comment section all through the course of this webinar, and when we get to the Q&A, we'll address them. My second question, Adewale, is how can analytics system help improve the bottom line for my organization?
Okay, that's a very good question with me. So analytics system can help an organizations in a lot of way, right? Because people make a lot of wrong decisions. In fact, part of my slide that I'm going to show you, a lot of people waste time trying to clean up data, manipulating their data. But when it comes to acting on the data, making a very good decision about the entire organization, it is very hard for people because they've already wasted a lot of time in data cleaning, test manipulation, and all that. If you have a very good analytics system, it helps you make a very good decision. We've worked for a lot of clients. In fact, I can remember one client that we worked for. We helped them create an analytics system that helped them track different trucks across Africa, the way these trucks move around, the way you were able to move one goods from one locations to the delivery location, which of these routes is the fastest route, which of these trucks do we send out at a particular time, how many hours is it going to take us to send this particular good, how many time does it take us to deliver this good, how can we satisfy our customer the better. So if you have an analytics system, it helps you evaluate your business or evaluate wherever you are doing. Say for example, I'm in HR, right? If I have an analytics system, it helps me as an HR to decide on my employee productivity. Are they being productive? What are they learning? What do they need to learn? What are the gender equality I have in my organization? Or take, for example, finance team. So finance team is also doing an analytics that can help them manage their finances, look at their finance, look at their customers, manage how everything runs in the finance department. So when it comes to analytics system, practically you need that analysis system to save you a lot of money. It will save you money, it will save you time, and it will save you stress.
Okay, interesting. Thank you very much, Adewale. If you have any
Yeah.
questions, please drop them in the comment section. I have two more questions to go for you, Adewale. My next question is, does my team need to learn new tools or purchase new tools to incorporate this analytics solution?
Okay, so here, I don't know, maybe I have to stay in the middle with me for this question. I can probably say yes, and I can probably say no, right? And
Mm,
the reason why I'm saying no is this, right? If remember our old Excel, right? Our popular old Excel, your
mhm,
Excel can do a lot of magic. And so many people dump Excel because they don't really use Excel to its full capability, right?
mm,
Excel can be used as even an analytic tool, right? You can
mhm.
deploy and manage and automate your entire report in Excel, right? But Microsoft has come up with another platform now that can help you. It's called Power Platform, right? Which consists of Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate and Power Virtual Agent. This tool also can help you automate your analytics system, right? It can make you automate all your processes. So if you already have the licenses for Office 365, to get a license for one or two people in Power Platform will not really cost you a lot, but you can actually use Power BI to automate all your system. And if you don't want to buy a license for Power BI, you can as well stay with your old Excel, right? The tool that you already have there, that your Excel. We can automate the entire analytics system with Excel, right? But if you have a license for the Power Platform, Power Apps, Power BI, you can as well do a lot of automations with that platform. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Adewale. I see your questions, and we're going to answer them in the Q&A session. Ahmed says you'd like to know if the session will be recorded, and we'll send you the replay link back to your mail later. My last question, Adewale, is this solution applicable to only the finance team in an organization? Is it relevant to only the finance team in an organization?
Actually, no. Analysis system is for is for everyone. So it's not only for finance. As long as you generate data, just know analytics is for you. And every single person generate data. In fact, every single department in an organization have to really generate data. I made an example of HR department. They gather data on their employee, on their staff, on people, how we train these people. So they generate data. So they need an analytics system. Finance team also generate data. They send invoices, they gather invoices. So they also need to generate a data. And when they generate data, they need an analytics system. I can talk about the manufacturing industry. Everybody generate data. Even as an individual, look at me, Wale, not a department. I can actually generate an analytic for myself to say, how am I been managing my finances? How have I been spending my money? In fact, I did some analysis, I think some years back, like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, when you have Gmail on your phone, Google automatically record your locations, right? So at the end of that year, I just asked for my data from Google. So I need the location history of everywhere I visited for the year. And it gave the data to me. So I actually analyzed that data for myself. And I was able to see I was in this different location. So I was able to see the different location that I was during the year, the time I spent most in some location. So I found out that I spent more time in the office. So I was just check different things. So analysis system is not only for finance team, but it's for everybody, no matter department you are in your organization, no matter type of organization. Analytics system is for you. As long as you want to make an informed decision on your business, you need an analytics system.
Thank you. That's interesting to know. I didn't know that, as an individual, you could also, use analytics system to monitor your own data. I guess I'll be reaching out to you, Adewale, after this to know what I do in my time and my finances. Okay, thank you so much. This is the end of the fire chat session. Now, I'm going to deploy a quick survey to get to know you better. This survey is going to be up for 2 minutes. So please kindly fill out the survey so I can get to know you better. Okay. Okay. So the survey should be up now and you should be able to fill it. Thank you so much for filling out the survey. Could we resend the survey link? Okay, okay. Okay, kindly check the offer section of the webinar for survey. And if you've already filled it, thank you for filling out the survey. We'll now be moving on to the next agenda. And now this is us going into the business proper of the day. We're here to learn how to automate all our reporting and analytics workflow processes, a demo using Microsoft Power Platform. Adewale, please come on to take us in this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Umi. I'm going to share my screen now, and let me know when you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, thank you so much, Umi. So I'll just go through the demo quickly and talk a bit about my slide. So automate all your reporting and analytic workflow. So these have been a general issues that a lot of people have been facing, and people are always like, how do I automate my reporting analytics workflow or reporting analytics system? How do I automate that? It is very important for you to automate that. And then I'm just going to run through the two systems that I mentioned the other time. Remember, I said every organization needs two systems to be able to work effectively. The first system you need is the operational system to execute your business processes. That's the operational system. That's how you run your business. The second system is the analytics system, right? That help you to evaluate your business processes. So you need those two systems. So the operational system is the system you use to operate your business, you use to run your business on the daily basis. It can be systems like the offshore system. It can be like SAP, Oracle, Dynamics 365, like your ERP, Swapcard, even Zoom, right? And it can also be a custom built system, built by maybe a software developer somewhere. Now, your analytics system is a system that you build to evaluate your business. So this tool can be Power BI. I mentioned Power BI, the Power Platform stack itself. It can be Tableau or QLinks or some other software outside there. It can be some bespoke software or even custom system. Now, the most popular old good Excel, right? You can as well use your old Excel, just like I said, you can use your Excel as well. Now, there's a typical analytic process. There's 6 typical analytic process that people go through when they want to automate their analytics. The first thing is people download data from a database. Most people download, right? You know, when before people can start talking to the IT to connect to the data directly, a lot of people don't have that access, right? So they download that data first, they put it in a folder or put it in SharePoint or put it somewhere. That's the first thing they do. After downloading the data, people clean and prepare the data. They clean it. They spend a lot of time doing ETL, extract, transform, and load. And after doing that, they now consolidate. They consolidate and aggregate, right? A lot of people put it in a folder, consolidate and aggregate it. And after doing that, they now populate the reporting template. A lot of people use PowerPoint. I'm sure a lot of people here can relate. They will build their report in Excel. After building the report in Excel, they copy the chart, put it in PowerPoint, and they take a lot of time putting comments in PowerPoint, typing a lot of comments in PowerPoint, right? They populate the reporting template. After doing a lot of work on populating reporting template, then they do a presentations to the management, right? They present to the management with their beautiful slides on PowerPoint. They do presentations to the management, and the last step is act on the inside. They now act on the inside. But for us, I think over the years, based on experience, we noticed that a lot of people spend a lot of time, in fact, weeks, days, months, on automating step 1 to 5, right? And the most important step here, in fact, I want you to type it in chat. Which of this step do you think is most important? As of step 1 to 6, which of the step do you think is most important in this typical analytic process? Just put it in chat. In typical analytic process, which of the steps do you think is most important? Do you think it's step 1 that is most important, step 2 that is most important, or step 3? Just put it in chat. Okay, so I do miss step 2. Some people say step 6. So other step 2, step 6. Somebody says step 1. Somebody says step 2. Makes a presentation to the management. That's step 5. Okay, so based on what I'm looking at here, I can see a lot of 6 and 2, a lot of 6 and 2, right? So the reason why most people are picking 2 for me, based on my assumption, is that a lot of people spend time on number 2, cleaning and preparing data. People spend a lot of time in trying to clean and preparing data. But if you are to look at this, right, the first step here that is very important is actually step 6, because that is the end goal. Let's act on the inside. The whole reason of you being an analytics system is to be able to act on an inside. So step 6 is most important, right? And we're going to talk about how you can automate your step 1 to 5, because with Microsoft Power Platform Stack, it is easy for you to automate step 1 where you download data, step 2 where you clean it up, step 3 where you consolidate, step 4 when you populate a reporting template, right? You can actually put your comment directly there inside your report. You don't need to carry your report from Excel to PowerPoint, start typing a lot of comment. Analysts will put a lot of comment there and then do presentations to the management. So all that can be automated. What you just need to do is to act on the inside. Just look at the inside and be able to make a very good informed decision, right? Now, to be able to do that, which solution are we preferring, right? The best solution you can do is to build a semantic model to extract meaning from your data. Right? Build a very structured model. When you build a very structured model using either Power BI or Excel, you build a very structured model, right? And when you build a very good model, it's easy for you to automate any analysis you want to do. And the way you should build a semantic model is this. You should know that your data need 4 things to make it functions very well, right? If you have a fact data somewhere, maybe your sales data or your finance data somewhere, you still need to get more information about this your fact, or let me say your sales or your finance data somewhere. And these 4 informations that you need to get, 4 important information. You need to first of all get the information about who are the people in terms of finance. The who can be our customers, right? For HR, the who can be our employee, right? Then what? That's the next thing you need to get, right? The next data you need to get is the what. What is your product? Right? That's the product you are selling. What are you selling? So that's your product. You can either say that's your product. You can either say that's how productive you have for HR. So you can either say what is your KPIs. Now, the third information you need to get to make your report more informative is where. So where is the location? So where are you selling this stuff? Where are we covering? Where do we have branches? For a salesperson, you can check where in terms of local government, in terms of state, in terms of country, in terms of region. So that is where. Then when we talk about when is extremely important, right? Which is time. When has to do with time. So you need a time to be able to build a semantic model to say, when did I sell this? What time? What are the time frame? Can I do a trend analysis on this my reporting? Once you are able to do that, you'll be able to build a great semantic model which will show you more informations about your data. So if you have a fact data like this, so this fact data is like your fact. That is where you get your daily let me say daily transaction form or daily record. That is your operational system. So when you download data from your operational system, which is facts, you can as well now add some other information about who, which can be first name, last name, department, role. Then we get another information about what are we selling, which can be maybe the program, the category, the subcategory, or even the competency. You can as well get another information about where, which has to do with locations, and we can get information about when, which has to do with time. So if you are able to build this beautiful model, right, maybe in Power BI or Excel, then you've started your analytics process. Now, the way you can automate the entire solution to have a full solution is to leverage on the Power Platform stack. If you leverage on Power Platform stack, you'll be able to automate the entire solution. In Power Platform, we have something called Power Apps, we have the Power Automate, we have Power BI, we have Power Virtual Agent, and Power Pages. Power Apps helps you for application development. Power Automate is used for workflow automation. Power BI is for business analytics. Power Virtual Agent is for intelligent board, and Power Pages is for building a website development. Imagine using all this interesting tool by Microsoft to automate all your process. We can use Power BI to build the model I just showed you previously. Use Power BI to build the entire model. Remember, I also said people try to put a lot of comment populating their PowerPoint template. Instead of you putting PowerPoint template and typing directly into your PowerPoint, we can develop an applications with Power Apps, right? That applications, people go there, you put your comments in there. As you're typing your comments in the Power Apps, it's already feeding your Power BI. So you're writing back into your Power BI and everything is coming out nicely. And we can also use Power Automate to automate the process between Power BI and Power Apps. So you can tell Power Automate to, whenever somebody put a comment on the app, I want you to go and refresh the data set of my Power BI. So Power Automate is going to do that. You can also say, you can set incremental refresh even from Power Automate to say, these are the times I want you to do this refresh. I can also set a threshold to say, when this customer reaches this certain number, I want you to send an email to this so and Power is going to send that message. In fact, remember one automation we did for one client. This client is an HR administrative, and this person usually got a lot of data from different branches, and let me say different departments. So what we do for her is people send data to her via email, and she could not actually put this data in a structured database. So what she usually does to export or download the data from her Outlook every day, put it in a folder or OneDrive, and now connect to this. So Power Automate help her. We use Power Automate to help her extract all those information from her email. Anytime anybody send an attachment with this so subject, right? Power Automate should go to her email, extract all the data, put it in SharePoint, right? Then once Power Automate extract all the data, put it in SharePoint, Power BI should connect to it from there. Once Power BI connects to it from there and do the reporting, Power Apps should also connect to the same data to pull out and write a commenting back to the data. So this is a full stack solution you can leverage with. And a lot of people have really not been using this Power Platform together. And it can help you to automate a lot of process. Imagine building a chatbot that say, while people, even after you build your report, people can come in there and just ask questions, right? Chatbot, or build a website where you can put your report. So that is the Power Platform stack. So I'm going to show you a demo on one of the reports that I've built. And in this report, I have all these things I've mentioned. They are all put together to create this interesting report. The Power Apps is there for you to put your comments. The Power BI is there for you to see your different analytics. And the Power Automate is also there to do some refresh at the back end. Just putting all these Power Platform stack together into one system. Okay, so this is an example of a report. This is a sales report. I'm going to show you two examples actually based on my time. I have two demos. So the first demo is about sales overview. The second demo is about finance, because we may ask questions about finance. That is this solution for only the finance team, or anybody can be an analytics system. Anybody can actually be an analytics system. It's not only finance, and it's not only sales, and it's not only HR. So these are my examples. So anybody can do that. So I'm showing you an example of a sales overview demo, and I'll also show you an example of a finance. So this is a demo that we built just to show you how this works. So on this my own page, you can already see something here called Power Apps. I'm trying to sign in now. That is why this app is not showing, but once I sign in, you will see that. So this is an application right in Power BI, right? And you can see that coming up. This is an application right in Power BI. So this application can help me do a lot of things. Inside this application, I can start doing a lot of commenting, start putting commenting into my Power BI. And immediately I'm writing that commenting, the application is already feeding into my data set. And once it's feeding into my data set, I can as well see all the commenting that I have done. So sorry, I think I have something open. I have the database open, so I have to close that. That's why it's complaining. So yeah, I've closed that now. So now that you've seen the app, so right from here in this app, I can click on add comment. So once I add a comment here, I'm an analyst. So this is putting an analyst comment. Immediately I click on add comment, I can already see the name of the person that is adding the comment, the email address. How do you want to add your comment? I can select year, can select month, select KPIs, and put a comment. So I can say I want to select 2015, and okay, let me do 2014. Just select like July in 2014 and put part and say testing comment for the webinar. Sorry, I'm not going to put a long comment for the webinar. So this is me putting a comment and I hit submit here. So I've submitted my comment. Right here inside Power BI, I am operating an app. I can either add a new comment or I should just go to home from here. Now, just to show you my report and see how these comments interact inside my report. So I'm going to go to overview page. All right. So I'll go to overview page. So in my overview page, just to add, this report is created using International Business Communication Standard as a body called IBCS that aims to how people create interesting reports following some international standard. So this report follows IBCS. I'm sure we'll run another webinar soon on IBCS and how you can automate all your reporting with that standard, right? So inside here, this is just a sales overview report. Here I can see, I mentioned something about wear. So I can see the trend in terms of quota for different wares. This is my North Central. This is the total sales I made in this North Central. And this is the change to prior year. So you see the absolute change and the relative change, which is the percentage change to prior year and the absolute change right there. Then I have the northeast here, the northwest, the trend of all the other regions. Then down here, I have line of business by sales. And you can see that comparing to my prior year. So I'm comparing this to my prior year. And right here, you can see change to prior year in terms of absolute, and you can see change to prior year in terms of relative. So you can see the percentage change and the absolute change. You can also see some comment marker here. This is called comment marker. So when I over my mouse on this comment marker, right, you can see some comments already. Okay, let me put on my zoom capability so I can zoom my screen and you guys can see this very well. Okay, so I'm going to zoom this now. Now, immediately I over my mouse on this, you can see a comment is already giving me Esther total sales for 2015 is 54.0, and the difference of this to 2014, which means she has the highest sales figures of the year within 3.3% increase. So this is an analyst making a comment, and as you are hovering your mouse on those comments, you will see a lot of comments that have been made by different analysts there. Now, this is just me showing the comments on the visual. So inside this other dashboard that I'm going to show you, I can also as well add the comments to the side. And what am I doing? So that comment is just the comment I just type in my app. And as I type it, it's already coming directly into my dashboard here. All right, so look at my dashboard here. So this is just a trend analysis of my sales versus previous month. So I can see the trend analysis of my sales, and when I hover my mouse on it, I can get more information. And even this is my total sales comparing to prior year. This is my unit sold comparing to prior year, and this is my transaction count. This is the total transaction count compared to prior year. Now to this side here, you can see a lot of commenting here. Sorry. So you can see a lot of commenting here, and you can see in April, copier sales is 678.2 million difference from the prior year, and there's actually an increase. That's why you can see the arrow up, and you can see the comment there. Copier sales for 2015 is 5.5 billion and has a positive change of 710.2 billion to 2015, which means there was an increase in 2015. So this is me looking at my entire comment inside my report, right? And I'm automating this with the help of Power Apps, Power BI, and Power Automate. So I also have another report, another region details here, which shows more informations about the where. I mentioned something about the where. So here I have a short report that shows more details about my where. So this report shows the region, the state, and the local government. So I can see the region, which is North Central, and under this North Central, I have a state called Gombe, right? And if I expand Gombe as well, I can also see the store under Gombe. So if I expand Bauchi as well, just to drill down, I can see the stores under Bauchi. Now I'm clicking Ekiti. So I can see the stores under Ekiti. All right. So this is me just drilling down, drilling down, drilling down to check more and more informations about my data. So this is the demo of how you can interact your Power Apps, Power BI, and Power Automate together. Imagine having all this automated. You don't need to start imputing your or populating your report template. What you just need to do is to just jump on your report and start presenting your report. So another demo I want to show us is about finance, but because of my time, I may not be able to show us much, but I can just show some report sample just in case we have some finance people in the house. So I can just show you some report samples. So you see that there's nothing you cannot, there's no data you cannot automate with Power BI, Power Apps, and then Power Automate. So you can practically automate every data with that three platform. In fact, just to testify to that, we've done this for a lot of clients. We've automated this system for a lot of clients using this Power Automate, Power BI, and Power Apps together. So my finance dashboard is trying to come up now. But while that is trying to come up, I will not want to waste our time because I know a lot of people have some questions that they want to ask. I can already see some questions in Q&A already. So maybe I will hand over to Wumi. Then once my other dashboard comes up, then I'm going to show you that. So over to you, Wumi. Hello, Wumi. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Can anyone else hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. So I said thank you for the value packed session. It was quite interesting for me. It's amazing, the things that you can do when you properly utilize the tools that you have. So let's quickly get into the Q&A session because of time. I have a question from Sulaiman, and he's asking, what is ERP and how important is it in a business organization?
Okay, so ERP is an enterprise resource planning. It's a software that an organization use to manage their day-to-day business activities, such as accounting, and the HR people have their own ERP, even the project management, the risk management, compliance, even some supply chain operation. So it's an software, just a software that organizations use to manage their day-to-day activities. ERP means enterprise resource planning.
Okay, thank you for that. My next question is from Anthony, and it says, what's the difference between using Power BI, Power Automate, and robotics process automation?
Okay, so RPA is one of the capability of Power Automate, right? To do a robotic process automations. So RPA is part of the Power Automate. Now, I'm saying that you can use Power Automate and Power BI together with your report. You can as well use RPA to automate some things in your report. In fact, let me give you an example of some things we've done for some of our clients. There's a client that has a lot of historical documents. So they have a lot of documents, but these documents are hard copy documents. They are printed documents. They are not software. So they want to do analysis of this entire document. And then they don't want to start typing one by one. In fact, they have some in PDF. It's just PDF, right? And they can't convert it. And that PDF is like somebody scanning They scanned all the paper, they scanned it into a PDF. So what we did for them is to use RPA to extract all this information on those documents, right? So the RPA is extracting the information of the document. As the RPA is extracting that information, it's putting it directly into a database, right? So which is the Power Automate RPA? It's extracting the information from the document, putting it into a database, then Power BI pick it up from there, and then the report is automated. So if you have a paper now, like a document right now, what you need to do is to just either scan it into a PDF, drop it in a folder. Immediately you drop it in a folder, your report is done. RPA will go there, extract it, supply it to Power BI. Power BI will do the report automatically and you eat it fresh. Or you can build an application that supports RPA in Power Apps and you use your applications to take a picture, right? So you take a picture of that document. And once you take that picture, it will supply it to Power BI as well. So that is how you can integrate your Power Automate, RPA, and Power BI together.
Okay, thank you very much, Adewale. Another question I have is from Olayinka, and is asking if there are free versions to the Power Platform apps.
Okay, so there's testing environment and trial versions. So you can as well use trial to test it. If you have an Office 365 license, you can actually try it out. But you can get a license. The license is not that expensive. I think it's like around $5 or so per month per app. So it's not really expensive, but you can really get a trial versions to test out the application and see how it works.
Okay. Gift is asking, is it possible to create a report on failed Power Automate trigger? If yes, how can this be achieved?
Okay, on failed Power Automate trigger.
Automate
Okay,
triggers, yes.
yeah. Okay, so it depends on what you are trying to trigger and what the automate is set to do, right? For example, if the trigger of your Power Automate is to pull a data from somewhere and put it in a database where Power BI can connect to, immediately that trigger failed, right? The only report Power BI we analyze, or the only data Power BI we analyze, is the data that is already in that your database before the trigger failed. So it won't analyze the subsequent data that comes up. Or if you are using the Power Automate to call up a data from Outlook, like the example that I mentioned, and your trigger fail, so it will stop right there when your trigger fail. So it is now left for you to now troubleshoot your Power Automate and check out why the trigger had actually failed.
Okay, my last question here is from Omolola, and she's asking, how can we get the PI or other softwares?
BI, you mean BI? I think that's what you mean,
I guess
Omolola,
she means
BI.
BI.
Okay, so business intelligence or other software. So these softwares are free. Power BI is free. Power BI desktop is free to download. You can go online right now and type download Power BI desktop and you're able to download it for free. Excel is there. You already have your Excel. Power Apps and Power Automate, you can try it out with trial versions online. Once you just go online and type powerautomate.com or powerapps.com. Yeah, that's how you can get it.
Okay, Gift has a follow-up question. She says, does that mean we cannot be able to run a report to know when Power Automate failed?
Okay, so if I get your question correct, Gift, so you're not talking about integration of Power Automate and Power Apps right now. You're talking about to run a report on when your automation fail, right? When your trigger fail, or when whatever flow you are trying to create, when it fail. Yes, you can. Power BI, Power Automate has a capability to check fail flow, and there's even a notification. That's one thing I love about Power Automate. Once your trigger fail or a flow failed on your Power Automate, it's going to send an email to you straight immediately that this flow has failed and this trigger has failed. I have a lot of failed trigger like that. The Power Automate has reminded me that, okay, so these triggers have failed. I need to go back there and check out why this thing failed. Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much, Adiwale, for all the questions that you've answered. We're slowly coming to the end of this webinar, and we have two exciting offers for us in the house. So we're having a 30% discount on our virtual live training, all our virtual live trainings courses from now till January 2023. We would have a 30% discount that you can utilize. If you'd like to know more about this offer and you'd like to redeem this discount, you can call the numbers on the screen or email engage@dbrownconsulting.net. Another offer that we have is for our LMS Office Training Hub, and we'll be offering up to 70% off of our courses. And this is our Black Friday sales, and this will happen from the 21st to the 25th of November. Make sure to follow us on all our social media handles so you can get notified when we officially begin the Black Friday sales. So from the 21st of 25th, you get up to 70% off on all our best-selling courses on Office Training Hub. And Office Training Hub is www.officetraininghub.com. You can visit it now to have a preview of the courses that you'd like to utilize this discount for. Now we're moving into the games session. Yes, the game session. So as I said earlier when the webinar started, we'll be giving out up to $800 worth of prizes to 3 lucky winners. So we're going to deploy the game now, and please do well to enjoy the game. Okay. Okay. Please join the game with the code that you can see displayed on your screen. We have just 2 minutes left for this game. Can already see entries. Okay. Copy Kaut.it to your browser and you will be able to log into Kaut to take this game. One minute left. Okay, okay. So we can start the game now. Okay. Okay, I guess we have our winners now. So the third position goes to Yums with 318 points. Airbus, the second position, is with 307 with 3,733 points, and the first position goes to Abdul with 3,968 points. Congratulations to our winners. We'll be reaching out one prizes. Congratulations. To the end of this webinar. Thank you so much for sticking all through to the end, from the beginning to the end of this webinar. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Adewale, for joining in as well. Thank you for the value that you've shared with us. And that's the end of this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Adewumi. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to see you soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Bye, Adewale. Bye, everybody.
Tell you what I see on my TV screen. I see the blood of an innocent child, and everybody's watching. What did it say to make you so blind to your conscience and reason? Could it be love for your country or for the gun you're using killing? So there is fire on the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. Oh, there is fire on the mountain top, and no one is around. Hey, Mr. Loverman, can I get a chance to talk to you? 'Cause you are fooling with a dead man's thoughts, and you don't know what you do. Oh, so little Lucy turned 16, and like the movie she's been seeing, she has a lover in that daddy. She can't tell nobody till she makes the evening news. For there is fire up the mountain, and nobody seems to be on the run. Oh, there is fire